Welcome, Gemini. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. This reading is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. It's a general reading, so no specific life area. We'll see what the cards want to tell us. And this is for September 2024. And keep in mind it is collective. It doesn't resonate, or even if it does, check out your other placements. I'm using Light Seer for the main reading and the Wizard's Tarot for clarifying. And let's get started here. Let's get started. What do our Gemini need to know for September, please? Current situation, Three of Pentacles, past influence, Seven of Swords, present influence, Four of Swords, negative, Four of Cups, positive, Nine of Swords. Huh. Okay. What we don't see, Four of Pentacles, you got 3 4s sitting here. What to look for, Eight of Swords. So you got the 7, 8, and 9 of Swords. You got a lot going on in your head. Okay. And the 4 though too. Okay, unexpected, please. Star, challenge, Ace of Cups, future influence, 5 of Pentacles, outcome, Knight of Pentacles. Where does this lead? High Priestess, strength. Usually I stop at High Priestess, so advice here. I'll put this down here. Page of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. This feels to me like a point where you have probably learned something or have had a aha moment, and it's kind of, these are really interesting cards, to be honest with you. Like, to have all of these 4s. The only 4 you don't have is the 4 of Wands. And that's interesting because these other 4, the other 4s, other than the 4 of Wands, are very much a stagnant type energy. And it doesn't mean that nothing's happening. It means that they're not moving. So there's something to be said about that, with especially with the 4 of Cups being in your negative. What you don't see is the 4 of Pentacles, and your present influence is 4 of Swords. Things are really stuck right now. The 9 of Swords, though, I think that is, or the Knight of Swords is, it's not even the Knight, it's the Page of Swords. Sorry. That's that idea. And I think it came from, so if we look at the 7 of Swords in your past, there was something that wasn't quite right. You could have been taking something back, but I feel like more it's the other way around. Someone was being sneaky to some degree or another. And it could be any life area, but there's something about something being sneaky here. And that's when the light bulb went on. Right now, though, you're in a position where you feel like you belong in a group, like whatever it is. If it's a relationship, you feel like you belong there. If it's work, you feel like you're in a good place, you belong. Like you are a part of the team. You really feel that way. It's not that just that you are part of the team. You really feel part of the team. The 4 of Swords is in your present influence, which tells me, though, that there's something that you're, even though that you're in a really good place with the 3 of Pentacles, you're really, this situation really bothers you. And you've really had to take a step back and rest and recoup. And that's where you're at now. You're kind of in a position of not moving. And I think that's okay, right? Because we've got to do what we got to do. However, the negative thing here is that you need to, this is something you need to really think about, is you're focused on something that's not in front of you. In other words, something that you might not be able to get, and you're losing focus about what's right in front of you. You're going, I want this. This is what I have, but you're not even looking at what you have. But then we'll get to the 4 of Pentacles in a minute. But to me, that says, like, you need to be careful of that. Now, it's odd to me that the 9 of Swords is in your positive, so I am going to pull clarifiers on that. Why is this Nine of Swords in positive? Five of Cups, the World, and Empress. I would say there was something, Five of Cups, disappointment, the World, like not reaching a pivotal time, and the Empress is about, nurturing and stuff. I feel like there may have been something that came to an untimely end that you weren't expecting. The World, like, it feels like the opposite energy of the World not being, like, the ending was not necessarily a positive one. However, there is something here about healing as well with the Empress being, because it's a nurturing type card. So I do feel like you may be overthinking something and you may be in your head, but right now it's helping you. Because maybe you need to be there. It's not saying stay there, because I don't like the energy of the Nine of Swords as far as staying there, but maybe there's something that comes out of this energy that you feel right now. The Four of Pentacles is in what you don't see. Again, you're holding on really tightly to something that you may not be able to get. And you got to leave room. And that's why it's sitting right underneath that Four of Cups, where you're going, I want this, and not realizing what you have, and holding on to that. It's something just to think about. Keep that in mind, because if sometimes you have to release that. The Eight of Swords is in what to look for. In this card, she's here not tied up, not anything, but in her reflection she is. So you're in your look at how you're seeing yourself. I think this card is saying that, like, because it's in the what to look for. How are you viewing you? Are you viewing you as this is the only thing I can do? Are you viewing you as stuck? What can you change that reflection of yourself? Like, look in the mirror and see something different and not being stuck. And so I feel like that's just like a thing to look for. However, there is something that comes in that sparks your dreams and wishes. So there is a feeling of unexpectedly, I think something will happen, and I'll take a moment and do some clarifiers on this star. Unexpected. Hermit, Knight of Swords, Three of Cups. Yes. So the Hermit, because you've been taking this time, there is an energy. Hermit is this Four of Cups, Four of Swords, all of that. You're just kind of hunkered down. Knight of Swords, there's something that's going to come in that's really going to allow you to start celebrating again. And I like having the Three of Cups there in this clarifier, because it's an uplifting feeling. Like, you're going to be lifted up. You're going to say, oh, I can reach my dreams. Yes, I can reach my goals. Now, it is showing up in your challenge, the Ace of Cups. Now, why is this Ace of Cups in our challenge? Queen of Swords, Ten of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. There feels to me like there is the Ace of Cups is like finding like that joy, but there's something here to be said that something is coming to an end. And so the challenge is when this comes to an end, and it has to do with, I feel like, two different energies, Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. There's something here about losing your focus, and that comes to an end, because I think your focus changes. It doesn't you don't lose your focus, but it changes, because I think once that star comes in, you've got a different perspective. Therefore, the Ace of Cups, reaching for something new, looking for something new, is going to be a challenge, but that star says that you will do it. And I think it has to do with, it could be a job, like even like, leveling up in a job. Because there's something to be said about, I think too, maybe the Ten of Swords is the ending of staying in your head with these, specifically these two cards. And that's because you thought something weird was happening there, by the way. The future influence is the Five of Pentacles. I do feel like this takes you on a new path, the path that you normally wouldn't take. Yeah, you could be having a little bit of a hard time, but instead of following your normal path, you're going to follow a new path. Tell me about this. King of Cups, Five of Cups. Yeah, you're tired of being disappointed. Six of Pentacles, you're tired of, it feels like, yes, I'm done. I'm done with not being able to, I'm done with being disappointed. I'm done with things not being fair. And I feel like it does have to have something to do with someone that's, could have to do with your love, your heart space, but, and it does feel like that because I didn't mean to pull these as clarifiers, but I do feel like that you are definitely taking a different path. You will be, there will be an influence of feeling like kind of down in the dumps a little bit, not really ruined, but hurting. And that leads you to take a new path, which then leads to the Knight of Pentacles, which is nice. It means that things are moving forward for you and you are doing it differently, taking that different path, because now you're planting seeds to keep the intent there as well. Moving forward, this is the outcome, moving forward while you're planting ideas, intentions, so that whatever goal you reach is going to be fulfilled completely. You know, it will last a long time. Where does it lead? It leads to the High Priestess and then the Strength. Normally in a reading, when I get a High Priestess, I stop because it's saying that the querent is not supposed to understand everything that's going to happen, because sometimes when they do, they can change the outcome. The Strength is saying that you will continue to be strong through this situation. This situation, I believe, is not coming to an end for a bit. I think the High Priestess here is saying that something will happen, but you're not supposed to know about it, so I'm not even going to pull clarifiers on it. But it does, but then you get to the point where you realize your true inner strength and how to move forward and how to stay in a situation or move forward. The Death card is in your advice. So what I would definitely say with this Death card is see past the outer, like, if you're dealing with someone, how they're perceiving themselves may not be who they really are. Or, it's like looking past the skin, so to speak, looking underneath that, looking at something as it truly is. We all have false faces from time to time when we're dealing with certain people. Like, some of us are different at work than we are at home or with our love partner, or it could be anything. And some people are the same no matter what, but some people are truly different and they put on those faces. And I feel like this card is saying, someone may be showing you one thing, but that's not who they really are. So really look at that. And I don't think it's a bad way. I think it's a good way. I think you may be perceiving someone as tough or dishonest or something, but look deeper and is asking you to see the potential as well in something, because the Death card is a transformation as well. So if there's a situation that can transform and become, then this is the advice. Look for the potential in a situation. Look for it where it can go. Don't get stuck on it not, or, just the surface, just how it is now. That's not it. What can happen to it later? If there's a decision you have to make, or if there's an energy that's telling you, is saying, look for the potential in something so that you can make a true educated decision, or a true decision from the heart, because you do have the Ace of Cups in your challenge. And if you really want to find that, then you need to look at what can happen, not what did happen, what can happen. So there you have it, Gemini. I hope you like that. Let me know what you think. Take care and have a beautiful day.